Hey, quick video update on some things that I'm watching right now. So, I'm recording this on the evening of December 8th, 2025. So, first off, Smart Sand has continued to run. I sold half of my position at about 340 and it's at 450 right now. I'm going to give it another couple days and see what happens. If it continues running up, I'll probably take profit on half of my remaining position. So then I would have 25% of my initial position left. I'm willing to wait a day or two and see what happens. If it just pulls back from here, then I'll probably just continue holding it. But if it continues another day or two of strength, I'm probably gonna take more profit and just rotate it into other things, just to be prudent. This has been a big win really quickly. Next, Rio 2 just came out with more news that they're acquiring the condestable mine from Southern Peak. So I've talked about this company before. They're just a good company. They have the Phoenix Gold Project. They're doing the first pour January of 26. Even without this acquisition, I still think there's 50% upside in the stock. Um, just with the fact that I think precious metals are going to continue to run. I see gold at 5 or 6 thousand. Even if the gold and precious metals market pulled back for the next 6 to 8 months, which is totally possible. I do think eventually gold's going to 5 6 thousand and maybe higher than that. So I really like holding this stock. Remember, this is a stock that has backing from, I believe they have backing from Wheaton Precious, but with the recent news that they had, it was Franco Nevada, Agnico Eagle, and Hudbay Mineral. I mean, these are big companies that are backing this company and this stock. So for them to come in and do 140 million financing to acquire a mine, and they just upsized it to 166 million. I mean, this is really good news and good interest. This company is shaping up to be a bigger player in the space. So with I haven't done the analysis on this new mine, but I mean it's a producing mine, so um, they wouldn't do this unless it's going to be adding a lot of value. So I really like continuing to hold this stock. It could have another 100% upside from here. The next thing I just wanted to say, I'm watching silver closely because I had that option trade recently from early November to early December, and I made the 39% gain on the options. That was roughly a 3,500 gain. And if silver closes above this 59.40 area, it's totally possible it could just make a beeline for 70. And when you're in this potential part of the cycle where things are parabolic, these moves can happen quickly and violently. And so the way that I'm thinking of playing it, if that did happen, is I think I'm going to just use the profit that I have from the last trade. So I would put like a 3K option position on. Again, if we closed above like 59.40 on a daily basis, I'd probably throw in a 3K option position and see if it just makes a break for 70. And then the way I would probably use a stop loss is if we closed above this 59.40 and I put on the position, then if we had to close back below it, then maybe I would abandon the position. I'll just have to see what happens because I've talked about a little bit about my strategy before that I'm okay waiting. Things can take time, and you can build time into your options positions. So, for example, if I took this trade, I could take maybe a June 26 strike, and then let's say it didn't run, and instead we had a pullback from me entering right here, and it just kind of grinds lower back down to like the $50 range, or maybe even a little bit lower. Well, if it did that into into early next year, then I could just roll those June options out to January of 27, and I'd probably add to my position because I think the precious metals are going to go higher. Who knows the timetable and how these things happen? For me, I like the risk reward of what I just shared, so I'm watching that. And then the last thing I was going to share is that I love the potash stocks right here. So I have Nutrien right now. These charts just look so bullish. Like we for Nutrien, this purple line here, the stock ran below it all of last year, and then it popped back above it, and it's been consolidating above it, and it looks so bullish. This nice rounded base, and let me grab potash prices. So I couldn't find a better chart, but here's just a snapshot of the potash prices. So we had the run from 21 into mid 22 in potash prices, and then they've been pulling back the last few years, and they're off the bottom a little bit. But again, commodities are very cyclical. We're in a broad commodities bull market. Just to share again, my channel's pretty new, my YouTube channel, and so I just want to share my philosophy again that these commodities and the cyclicality of them, it can take time, and nobody knows how these are going to hang together. The cure for low prices is low prices because supply comes offline, and the cure for high prices is high prices because more demand comes online. And there's obviously a lot of factors that go into it, but ultimately you're positioning yourself for the most success when you're buying things when they're low and selling things when they're high. And you might have to wait a year or two or even more. And I did have to do that in the precious metals, but you don't care because eventually the swing does come, and you make so much money that you don't care that you had to wait 1, 2, or 3 years. If I make 100% in 3 years, that's still an amazing annualized return. And if it happens sooner, great. Like I bought SND, and that gave me a 74% gain. It's it's up over 100% right now with my remaining half position. It gave that to me in 3 months or however long it's been since I bought it. And sometimes it's quick, sometimes I have to wait longer. But when you're buying when it's low like this, you're best positioned to catch the upswing. And again, I try to dollar cost average in, be patient, and allow things to happen. So I really like how potash looks right now. And I just wanted to point out for Nutrien, you get a 3.75% dividend while you're waiting. So I really like this stock. I saw Mosaic, which is another big potash stock, is near its lows. I haven't decided if I'm going to pick up this one, but I think I'm going to buy at some point here pretty soon. I'm probably going to buy more Nutrien. I think this stock just looks better. I might pick up some Mosaic. I don't know yet, but definitely going to pick up some more Nutrien at some point here. For IPI, yeah, IPI looks juicy too. Oh man, it's like right into this level right here. So anyway, I just wanted to point out those few things. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to follow my journey from 500,000 to 1 million and beyond. I share my exact positions, what I'm looking at in real time buys and sells.